It's the ultimate light show. Fireworks were invented over 1,000 years ago by the Chinese to celebrate their military victories. And just like a military battle, putting on a fireworks show deals with real explosives and real danger. It takes a combination of precision, skill, and nerves of steel to make the rocket's red glare for the rest of us. And as we will see, sometimes the pyrotechnician is a victim of his own tool. If it goes bang, if it goes boom, probably was put together by Bay Fireworks, one of the #1 pyrotechnic companies in the world. Now me, hey, I like throwing a firecracker now and then, but some of these mortars are as big as 24 inches. And when they go off, you better get out the way. This is beyond tough. So who are these soldiers of entertainment who put on pyrotechnic shows? The guys at Bay Fireworks in Long Island, New York are pyrotechnics with a love for the Big Bang.
It's not for everybody, but the people that do it and they get hooked, and it's something that the excitement just never leaves you.
Being a pyrotechnician is an extremely hazardous gig. You're working with highly volatile explosives. Few people have the nerve to even handle them as much as light one up. The first flash point of the firework is the mortar tube. They vary in size, but they are extremely dangerous to handle, just like the ones on the battlefield.
This is a mortar tube. The shell gets loaded in here. When the shell is ignited, the gas is pushed down here and propel in the opposite direction, like Newton's law. It shoots the shell out of the gun.
That's just a pea shooter compared to some of the heavy artillery in the pyrotechnician's arsenal.
This mortar tube here is a 24-inch mortar tube. You can see it's a little bit taller than me. This is used to fire a 24-inch shell, which goes roughly about 2,500 feet in the air.
How much?
No, 24-inch? Well, you don't shoot those off too often, by the way.
I'm just saying, what's going up into
You're
the
talking
air?
about, geez, that's probably about $4,000.
Whoa! Whoa, Jack! 24 inches, that's like that big around. Coming, like, right? Yeah, like that big around.
You don't want to be anywhere near this thing when it goes off.
That's not a firecracker.
No. I think it's like a small bus coming at you.
When that thing goes off, from horizon to horizon, it's filled.
For safety, the pyrotechnician must wet down the area around the explosive staging area and keep an emergency supply of water on the ready. They can only wear cotton clothes right down to their underwear to prevent any flare-ups on their bodies. And no spectators can be within the distance of a football field to the mortars themselves. I get to be a lot closer, of course, in what they call the red zone, as we test our switches for tonight's show. They have to take it seriously. The spectators at this show had no idea that the finales was actually all the explosions going off at once, in a deadly fashion.
There's been fatalities in the business. There was a barge where 3 or 4 people were killed in Alton, Illinois, a few years ago. Very tragic. They were reloading shells. Sparks came down, blew the boxes up, and the poor guys had no place to go. The whole show erupted around them. They were blown overboard or fell overboard. It's, you know, accidents happen, so you never know what's down the pike.
Right.
But you can only try to do the best you can to try to keep your safety foremost with all your people, all the technicians. Okay, so our next step is we're going to do a test shell for the fire marshal.
Ready? Test shot. Fire in the hole. I'm in the sparkler. Fire in the hole. I feel like I'm back in the military. Whoa. Pretty cool. Once the fire marshal is satisfied, it's time to start the show and the pyrotechnicians take over. Tonight, they're gonna let me help.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Each little switch fires a mortar, which launches a shell packed with gunpowder and colored pellets, all controlled by a timed fuse.
Got a fire!
Just keep throwing those at a nice slow pace.
I can feel those deafening blasts as they're exploding about 1,000 feet above me. Right away, I spot hidden danger. With the launch tube so close, sparks ran down on us, which could ignite explosives just a few feet away.
See, there was a little piece of a mine that was coming down onto the top of us here.
Now you know why they wear hard hats.
About to get big. We're about to get out of here. Get ready for the grand finale. This is where it gets beyond tough. I'm out.
The grand finale is the most amazing but the most dangerous part of any fireworks show. Mortars and shells race skyward, which of course means hot debris falling toward the fields. This is when these cats raise their level of awareness. The display is awesome. Everything is thrown into the finale. Stars, waterfalls, strobes, salutes, and ring patterns. The colors come from metal salts. Copper salts give off that quick blue burst, while strontium salt gives off a long, deep red look. That's the one we ooh and ah over. Pyrotechnicians launch from anywhere from a few hundred to 10,000 explosions during their shows. During the finale, up to 200 racks of mortars are fired in a synchronized ballet of explosives. Each one is packing more power than a military hand grenade. The pyrotechnicians work in the sparks, smoke, and bone-rattling booms. And then just like that, the sky is dark. But the heat of the battle lingers in the smoky air.
That's the smell that gets all the pyrotechnicians. And there's a saying, once you smell the smoke, you're never again free.
The highly explosive mortar shells are big and bad and extremely dangerous. The cats at Bay Fireworks ride the thrill and feed off the danger. The job calls for them to be bigger, badder, and tougher than most of us. Bang, bang, baby. Next, harnessing the deadly